look what I've just been and picked up. Fill focus. There we go. Let's just see what all the rave's about. So that's gym done, all sorted. Open the boot. Oh, just look at that. Oh my god. Ooh. Everyone knows that you've got to drink Monster. Ooh, it's so good. I can finally sit down. Just done a spot of cleaning, so it looks quite tidy. Hate a messy room, it does me head in. Looks an absolute... makes it look like an absolute mess. So now that's done. So far today's going productive. Focus. I went gym this morning. I also tried a 3D Christian Guzman. No, I ain't gonna lie, I don't have a bloody clue what the blue one is. I'm guessing it's like a blueberry flavour. Could be wrong, correct me if I am. But it was actually quite nice. And to be honest with you, I did sort of think before I had it that it was going to be bad. I thought, oh, it's not going to be nothing like Monster, because obviously I'm a white Monster addict. But it was actually quite nice. It was like the blueberry Monster. So I'm guessing it is blueberry flavour. Duh. But no, it was quite nice. I rate it, to be fair. I just need to try the rest now, see what we think. It's just a shame they're so damn expensive, otherwise I'd probably move on to them instead of Monster. But hey, yo, can't get everything in life. So yeah, gym's done. Tried that. Clean me room. Sound like an 18-year-old boy that don't clean it, but I do. And then I've got work at 4, unfortunately. But, oh well, time to grind out the money, get the day done, and then tomorrow I'm on a 4 finish again, so I've got time to chill. Thank God. So, but anyway, I'm going to chill, get some food in me, and then I will probably, more likely, see you tomorrow. Maybe tonight, see how I feel, but see how the shift goes. I think it's going to be a long one, with kids off. Not good, but anyway, see you then. That wasn't a nice shift at all, but it's over with, and I can go get a shower and go to sleep, and then back up again tomorrow bright and early to crack on with the day before I'm at work again. Yippee! So I'm gonna get some, well, I'm gonna have a shower first, then grab a quick bite to eat and go in bed. That's the plan. So, see you tomorrow. Jordan stuff, obviously. You know what these are going to be, because I'm a big fan of these. Thank you. Oh, wow. These look good. I know these are fit me because I trust sliders. But yeah, oh wow. Look at them. Oh. Wow. Can you tell I like Jordan yet? I'm a bit of an addict. But anyway. So these weren't too bad. They were meant to be £34. Yeah, £34. I got them for 26. Didn't really matter about price difference, I would have paid it regardless, but got a nice little bargain on the way, so happy days. Keep the box, so I'll put them back in to keep them fresh. Because I've got another 2 pairs of sliders that are slightly old, so if I just need something to walk in, I'll wear them. Hello students, welcome to Jake's class today. Now in today's class I'm going to be talking about supplementation. Now this is just going to be basics, this is going to be for beginners only. If you want any more advanced information in the future, that would be for another video. This is based on just positives as well. Negatives is also another video. So we're going to be talking about protein powder, BCAAs and pre-workout. And I'm just going off what I do and what I take. So I'm going to start off with protein powder. Now the first one is tissue repair. So protein powders are based for, obviously, tissue repair. A lot of people seem to think that protein shakes help you get bigger. Not necessarily. Tissue repair is, for example, when you have trained, you have a metabolic window. You have 15 minutes after your session to get something in, and whatever you have, your body will then absorb. Now, that's true to a certain extent, and it's also not true. It depends on what you believe in. I believe in that, but everyone to themselves. So the idea is to take a protein shake either after your session to get that metabolic window, and that will then help aid recovery. So, drop my pen. So for example, if you train and you have your 15 minutes afterwards, well, what happens is, after your session, you won't know this, but your muscle fibres will obviously, they will tear. Now, so this is what happens. When they tear, they separate like so. This will also happen overnight, so the next morning you will feel it, if you've trained hard enough anyway. You will feel the achiness and the soreness. And then with the protein shakes, whether you have it after your session or whether you have it at that night or in the morning, what will happen is that protein then will get absorbed, and then it will help aid that recovery and that repair, and they will slowly come back together. But when they come back together, they will come back bigger and stronger, and that's where growth comes in. So that's just the basic one for the first one. Second one, muscle growth. Going from the first one again, so taking protein powder, that's where the recovery comes in, and when you recover, obviously the protein powder, well, once you've made it into a drink, that's where it'll aid your recovery and your muscle fibres will join back up, bigger and stronger. It's pretty much the same as the first one with tissue repair. Tissue repair and muscle growth are basically the same thing. Reduces hunger. Now the only reason it reduces hunger is because protein shakes are quite filling. It's like having a milkshake. So when you drink it, if you drink it in the morning, it will benefit you on what you do. So for example, some days I fast, some days I have a breakfast. When I fast, I'll feel like I won't need anything for a good few hours if I have a protein shake. Or if I do plan to have a breakfast, I'll only have a small breakfast. So that's just a basic one. But it benefits anybody if you fast or if you eat breakfast. Some people add protein shakes into their breakfast, like into a cereal and stuff like that. Each to their own. I've not really tried it, 'cause I think I've tried it actually once, but it weren't great. Pre-workouts. So pre-workouts for me, I've always took a pre-workout, but I don't take it every day. I only take it when I feel necessary, whether it's on leg day, whether I just feel tired and I need that buzz. Obviously a pre-workout just consists of more caffeine than anything at all, but it increases your exercise performance. So when you take a pre-workout, it's like that caffeine buzz. All of a sudden you have like a wow. It's like you've took a drug. Really, it's like you've took a drug and that's it. You're buzzing all of a sudden. Same effect. Obviously just not as bad and not as illegal. So yeah, for example, on a normal average day, you might be able to only get about 10 reps out, or you might only be able to get 4 sets in on your exercise. When you take pre-workout, you might be able to get either 5 sets, or you might be able to get 12 to 15 reps out instead of just 10, which then moves on to repetitions. Same thing again, so it will just make you push more reps out. So one day, on an average day, you might do 10 reps. On a good day, on a pre-workout, you might do 20 to 25, even higher maybe. Just goes on the person as well. Moving on to the third one for that one, reduces fatigue. So for example, if you are on a day without taking pre-workout, you might feel tightness, soreness already, and cramps. Now when you take pre-workout, that stops it because of the high level of caffeine flowing through your body. You won't ever really feel fatigue. I don't really feel fatigue anyway, but some people do. Some people fatigue very fast. Obviously, the longer you train, the more you get to the end, you will start feeling fatigue. But it also helps with that last little push that you won't feel anything. So that's it for pre-workout. BCAAs, which stand for branch chain amino acids. Now, this is a drink I've always taken, and I take it throughout the day. You can either take it morning, day, or throughout the whole day. It's up to you. It decreases muscle soreness. So the soreness that you get from your session, which are DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, that stands for, that will reduce that, so it won't be as bad. So one day you might wake up and you literally might not be able to move your arms or your legs or whatever you train. But if you take a BCAA drink either the previous day or that day, it will reduce that. So you'll still feel the achiness, but it won't be as bad and you'll be able to cope better with it. So moving on to the next one. Prevents muscle wasting. So some people like to train too long. Some people train like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I only train an hour a day. I have slightly gone over before to like an hour and 10 minutes, but very rarely. So when you drink this will help you maintain your muscle, and you will not, and you will not lose any, because after 60 minutes of training, your testosterone level drops, and when it drops, that means you will then start burning fat and you will start losing muscle mass the longer you train. So if you take, I'm not saying this is, that you'll take it and then that's it, you won't lose any, you will still lose muscle mass if you train too long. So basically, don't take the piss. So if you train it slightly a lot longer, or if you train quite a lot of the week, so if you train highly intensely for 6 days a week, drinking that will stop you losing any muscle mass that you have gained. Well, it will aid it, so it will also slow it down. It won't stop it completely, so again, don't take the piss. Moving on to the last one, increases muscle mass. If you train right and eat right as well, this will help you gain muscle mass. It's the same effect as the protein powder, so it helps you with recovery, helps aid the recovery, and it's the same effect with the muscle fibers where they break up and then they grow back bigger and stronger. Same exact effect. And that's the top 3 that I use and the 3 benefits. Now don't get me wrong, there's always negatives to positives, but I won't go through them, that'll be for another video. And you've also noticed I don't really take anything like creatine or glutamine. That's because a lot of these products contain glutamine anyway. If you really want a product that just says glutamine on it, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. But creatine, as far as it goes, creatine is just the same as a pre-workout, except for creatine's a higher dosage of caffeine, and the come down to it is horrendous. If you take a good solid scoop of creatine, afterwards you'll feel shaky, you might want to be sick, you might pass out, loads of things. Now I believe that eventually it will not knacker your liver, but it will just damage your liver. Now don't get me wrong, all these products will probably do that anyway, because you put in a foreign substance in your body. Although it's legal to do so, we're putting more stuff in our body than we should probably be doing. Like protein powder, we have natural protein in our body anyway, same as BCAAs, and amino acids come from the protein, that's what's in the protein. So same again, they're just the same as each other, except for one's like a milkshake, one's like a cordial drink. Pardon me. So yeah, they all have their benefits, but there's also negatives to everything you do. And now I'm not saying you should need to take any of this. This is just what I've done, and I like taking this. Some products are trivia and just novelty. Some mean jack shit. Especially cheap stuff. If you really want good stuff, you need to do your research, find the right stuff, and that stuff you will spend a lot of money on. But if you can, stick to your natural foods. Natural food will always win over products, regardless. It does not matter how much of this you take, you won't turn into an open bodybuilder. But if you eat right and you eat consistent with your meals, you'll see more progression. These just help along the way. These are just little benefits. So they're my 3 that I use. It's up to you what you use. You don't have to take my knowledge and use that. This is just what I've learned and experienced. You'll find out yourself. But thank you for watching anyway, and I'm pretty sure I'll see you guys soon. That's the end of today's class. Goodbye now.
That's all, folks.